So, last time we started a war against Chimu and a few others. I'm going to sell them then the Irish. I mean, we can sell the omelettes to a lot of people, but yes, we're going to be capturing some land over here that does have a potential for growing potatoes and maize, which is quite amazing. But yes, we got a war down here, then also we got truces ending with Mali next year. And then Marina is going to be in 1534, so we can capture more of Madagascar as well, hopefully. So we're going to be expanding a lot today, not to mention we'll also try to capture some more of Mexico so that no one else can get there. But I did notice that Castile has gotten a colony over here. It's technically, I believe, part of Florida, which kind of makes sense historically speaking. But we'll try to get at least a few of the wars done today. I don't know how far we'll get today, to be fair. These wars will take a lot of time. But we shall see. So there's the 14,000 men over here. Oh, we got a second cardinal. Well, about time. We do have a lot of points, to be fair. Question is, of course, do we save the points for when we need stability? I mean, technically speaking, we could just do a... Actually, no, I don't think we have the state reach and necessarily the influence. Let's have a look at the faction influence. Oh, it was already on that. Bureaucrats only have 8%, that's not enough. Okay, well, I guess we won't do that then. Or any of the reforms right now. And I don't think I necessarily want to be doing too much on... I mean, eventually we do want to kind of reduce the nobility's power. I mean, I suppose, let's have a look at this. Could we do that one? That would go low obligations. It would, yeah, it would drop the loyalty quite bad, so I don't think that's a good idea right now. But eventually that would allow us to get a little bit more levies out of them with the same mana cost. So, like, that could kind of help. But I think we'll save that for a little bit further. We'll deal with this war first. Okay, so how we set it so that, oh yeah, friendly armies... Oh dear, Pierre is a craven. Well, he's luckily only the heir. He's not in power yet. But it's not a good sign. Where are you going? Down this way. You're still going to continue down there. You're going to be there in 12th of March, so we might be able to get in here, engage them in there. It's going to be jungle hills though, the terrain is not going to be in our favour, that's for sure. Plus, there's potentially a river crossing penalty, but we do have a lot higher, at least a little bit higher, middle tech, don't we? Let's have a look. They got oh, they do have 15. I suppose since we have been neighbouring them, they've probably gone, well, we do have 23. Okay, so it's not that close of a deal then. So potentially a crossing penalty plus -2 from the terrain. This might hurt, but we've got a lot of shock on Taz. It's indeed quite shocking. Oh, expedition. Okay, well, we've been sending it to southern India by the looks of it, and I believe we need to have some more in there. Maybe, or we could try to go to Malacca or Indonesia or something like that. But no, I think I'm going to go in South India. I did forget that we had Maldives, quite frankly. We got... Selecting the island is a bit hard. Also, something that might be noticeable now is I bought a lot of the DLCs, especially the unit pack deals and such, from Humble Bundle recently. So the units are, most of the unit models are at least a lot smaller now. No, it's only -2. With 3 from shock, it's not too bad. If we were just rolling a bit better, that would be helpful. But we do have more morale and more tactics. There we go. So we beat down that army. You cannot seize that one on your own, unfortunately. There we go, we got a little bit of war score at least. They do still have 21,000 men total. I mean, that's 9,000. There's still about another 10,000. Oh, well, that's 6,000 there. They won't be able to seize that down all that quickly, though, so that should be fine. I could send in my fleet over here to help with the blockade. Let's do that, shall we? Now, we do also have a lot of money. One thing that I've been doing recently, like off-camera, is I had a bit of a test game as... Vinland, a custom nation down here. I started in there. I've actually done 2 separate runs to kind of test out some of the stuff. It's been really helpful understanding how the economics works, because basically just a kind of microscopic economy over there that is basically not linked to anything at the start of the game, at least. We can do some more conversions. Let's include the shoppies here, just in case. Alida Carmen, sure. Oh, well, there's actually a lot of conversions going on right now. Some of that might be because of the merchants. Although I suppose not all of it is, but that shouldn't be an issue. Right, so we got the fleet over here with... Oh yeah, I suppose I could upgrade the ship in there. Oh, England has embraced Colombian imports. Fair enough. And do we have... Yeah, so that's the 10,000 men that they have. Hopefully we can siege down this quickly. I mean, we do have +1 from the artillery and basically +2 from the blockade. Although I suppose it could be more. Also, another thing that I should be doing, I just realized, is I don't have a harborage down here. So let's go ahead and get that underway, shall we? Infrastructure. What do we have? Garrison. Oh, well, actually, garrison wouldn't be too bad, but no. We wanted to get the harborage. Go for rank 1. If it wants to build that. No, it does not. Okay. Harborage rank 2. Still not. Rank 3? No. 4? 5? Yeah, how about we just put an extra unit there? Still not. Okay. I really hate that this doesn't work correctly. It just causes a lot of frustration. Like, it doesn't work. Okay, well, how about we design something else there? We could build the garrison, I suppose. Assuming that it doesn't have... Yeah, it doesn't have a garrison yet. I'll just let them build their thing on their own. Oh! It doesn't have a natural harbour, so I'm not entirely sure if you can have a harbourage in there. Or it might just be really expensive, I'm not entirely sure. But nonetheless, we're getting the garrison there at least. And then over here in Cape Town, we got a little bit of the things already. How much do we have population in here, by the way? We got 8,000 residents. We could have a little bit more, but I think we do need to build up the amenities rank too. Land force limit +04 for each rural urban pop by the wiki, so the more we dev all a bit, the more army to get. That is a good point. And actually, one thing that we could do real quick then is go through, actually, you know what, let's invest a little bit down here. So what we're going to be looking at is, assuming that throughputs are pretty, ooh, actually, how much can we have timber in here? Because I'm quite a bit. I'm thinking opening up some hunting, because that actually gives us some luxuries and other goods as well. Oh, wait, is there no... There's no forests or fisheries for that matter open up in here. Okay, well, let's open up some stuff over here first. To be fair, they will invest on their own as well a little bit. I don't need to open up everything, but I do need to, or I don't need to invest everything, but I do need to open up some of these industries, so I'll do that one. We didn't have any timber or game or hunting in there, so that's going to be a good one. Does Lisbon have any more room for more forestries? Not really. There's something that is well, ooh, this one could be doing pretty good in hunting. It doesn't have any quite yet. Let's do that. Because yeah, the hunting gives like fiber, food, and luxuries, and there might have been like a bit of fuel or something like that. Like, it doesn't give much of anything, but it does give a lot of good things. So having at least a little bit of it can be really profitable. Especially the luxuries can be really, really profitable. Right, well, open up a little bit. We do have a colony about to be completed here. We have already moved the colonists, I believe. Also cost some manpower per year in resource such as food, salt, fuel, consumer goods, military goods, industrial goods and knowledge. So those also need to be produced, but not necessarily in high quantities. Yeah, true, that's exactly correct. There we can see, well, I suppose we can't necessarily see there, but over here, if we have a look at the military, we can see the things that they need for the military recruitment and training and all that. Oh, there we go. So that colony is now completed. So where is the new... It's this one? Oh yeah, that one. Good. Actually, that's going to be blocking up some of the Spanish or Castilian expansion down this way. hopefully, and we already block it so that they can't go into South Africa. We just kind of want to block the coastline here completely. That should help quite a bit. Right, so did we have, I suppose over here I should do some investments. There is a lot of forestries, for example, that could be invested in. I suspect that there would be plenty of workforce for that, so let's go ahead and do some investments in that. Over here, what do you have a lot? You could have a lot more farmlands, but how is the throughput? It's a bit under 100%, but there is a lot. Oh wow, he's actually producing a lot of wine, isn't it? Oh yeah, but there is definitely more farmlands that could be placed there. Alright, let's do a small investment in that. Just do some of these manually. I'm not going to put everything in the investments, but every now and then just going through. Oh, the Smith Forester is set up over here. We could open up that one. Because it would allow them to produce a few more things. And that certainly wouldn't hurt. So, apologies, this is going to take a few moments going through all of this, but it is going to help our income quite a bit in the future. There's no mines or farmlands open up in here at all. Oh, there's only fisheries. Well, there isn't that much room for it. Is there any sort of... There's a sea salt as a mine, but like, what are they... Suitability, barley... We could open up crops in here for sure. Like, it's not a massive amount, but I'm sure that it's going to help with the population growth in there. Let's put the crops there. Yeah, exactly. Although, actually, what is the... Yeah, they're getting plenty of food for the peasants at least, but the peasant population isn't that massive. Like, yeah, that's another place. What about this one? We just opened the forestries there. I don't think I want to invest anything more in there. Over here they got crops, plant fibers. The throughputs are around, like, if it stays over 90% even after the investment, then you should be fine. Like, there might be a little bit extra cost for the... Or wages might go a little bit higher, but that should not be a problem. So how much is there room for forestries in here? Not much. There would be some room for farmlands, maybe a bit of mines or fisheries. But I think... Ooh, actually, industry. How are the industries doing? There's only houseware in Anfa. We might want to open up some more. Although the throughput... Oh, right, there's not a large resident population in here, is there? They at least got their amenities, but yeah. You know what? We'll just invest a little bit in farmlands there. And then this one's going to be the last one that I'm going to go through right now. And then we're going to continue the war. There would be definitely room for more farmlands. And there should be plenty of workforce. You can usually kind of check the throughput only and then go from there. Like, you don't need to cycle through the UI every time. Unless you kind of want to know what sort of wages they are having. And in the Vinland test game that I've had, or test games, I've noticed that, like, the max amount of wage that can be is 40 per, like, a unit of labor. So, the wages can be pretty high. You want them to, usually, for the things to be profitable, you want the wages to be below 5. Maybe, sometimes even less, but, like, that's kind of the scale you want them to be in. Now, could we get the siege done? That would be very handy, but right now it doesn't seem to be progressing that quickly. Maybe we do get some progress. It's already 21%. Marshal Barheit, oh dear. Then as an insult. Hold on a minute, they're not planning on a war against me, are they? Don't have claims on me, so I doubt it. Didn't find opportunity. Oh. Okay, we've brought some maps at least. So, South India might not work. Indian Ocean might still be okay location to do... Oh, there we go. Got the siege done. Go get down to... Oh, that is quite a bit of troops in here. But there is Jungle Flats. That might give us, like, a +1. Is that actually true? Yeah, dice roll for attackers, -1. So even with the amount of troops that they have here, and with the shock that we have, I think we might... If they don't win the siege before we reach there, we might be able to push them back. Now, how much do we have land force limit? We got 27. Well, I currently got 28,000 men, so that kind of causes some issues. We might have to do a war against the Mali at the same time while this war is going on. So we need to juggle between the fronts soon enough. Like this year, it's gonna have to be the war against Mali if I want to get any more of the land. Otherwise, Castile is most likely gonna block us off in there. But yeah, so far so good. We at least have won some of the fights. Well, actually, I think we won all the fights in this current war, but like, it's a not very advanced enemy. Hold on, Malagasy. Is that in... Why do I have a feeling that that's in Cape Town again, isn't it? Oh, no, I think Cape Town was Sun Fanatics. I need to check where the separatists are. If we have troops nearby. Oh, actually, it's going down now. Never mind. Oh, that's fine by me. Do we have... We could have a bit more leaders, but of course we don't necessarily have a good... You know what? Let's check if Pierre is... Well, I mean, he is a Craven. But he's 5 fire, 1 shock and 2 maneuvers. That's not too bad, but I think right now the shock is still better. So all its colonies started doing investments in the infrastructure, are they still passive? You mean like colonies down here? Because I think they have started doing some harborages. And like for example this one, it's got amenities rank 2 and like that. But if you mean like the stuff over here, they have started building things. Like there's at least some infrastructure. They don't start with the buildings, but while the colonies are forming up, they can form up stuff. But like, well, actually, that was probably something that we conquered, wasn't it? But like Mexico's capital over here. Come on, let me select the province there. Even though the units should be smaller. There we go. Yeah, they got amenities and garrison, so they do build things. It's just they don't make colonies themselves. They don't have the colonists, and they don't get. Thus, they can't do the expeditions. I don't think. But yeah, no, they are certainly building up their provinces. How quickly can we arrive here? We got 19,000. Are they actually moving away? Oh yeah, they are. Oh right. No, we do actually have a colonist in here. Good. I was getting a bit worried about that. How we actually sent the colonists somewhere else. Oh, we got on another trader right now. Not like we don't have enough. I'm sure that we'll be fine in this combat, especially since they are moving away right now. Oh, expedition. Right, so let's go ahead and go into Indian Ocean. Capture some more islands there. Yeah, I'm sure that they will get taller. It's just not instant. Although they do start with pretty good populations overall, with the expeditions. Oh, there we go, that's 1 victory. And Cape Town has been converted again. That gives us a little bit of influence. Papal influence, that is. Right, so... Oh, this other army immediately started retreating once it got there. It just got there right after the battle ended, basically. Well... Time to start marching further south. I mean, we've got a pretty good situation over here, but we do need to go all the way down here to get the war goal. So we've got quite a bit of ways to go on this war, which is not great. But let's actually have a look. Has any of our colonies... No, all the colonies only have 1,000 men. Fez has 2,000 men. But, yeah, it could be a bit better. Oh, right, another thing that we should be colonizing more is Brazil. Because otherwise it is going to get... gobbled up by Castilian Brazil. Also, remind me, once we reach, or once the truce ends with Mali, I mean, suppose we are going to get a notification about that. Okay, let's have a look. It's 1530. A bit of agriculture, extraction in Tenerife. Then Lisbon got a bit of forestry and fishery. Cape Town got a bit of extraction and a few other things. Alentejo got some agriculture. Zamora got a lot of agriculture, actually. 24 ducats. That's not too bad. Guadeloupe got some pittance of money. It's still fairly small overall. 36 merchants. Yeah, we got plenty. 15 for forestry, that's good. 11 for industry. So this is Porto. A bit of academic. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Trasos Montes got a bit of agriculture and academic. And then... Wait, no, that was that Trasos Montes, or did we get... Oh, well. I'm just gonna click through those. It takes too long time to go through all of it. I'm sure that the investments are pretty good, but I might actually turn that off now. It's just, takes a long time, and, like, we don't necessarily need to know the situation. Hold on a minute. Investment manager. Stop notification investments. So it's just gonna happen. That's like using merchants. That would be handy, wouldn't it? We've got plenty of manpower right now, but unfortunately, no force limit. New disease. In Padua. Oh dear. Well, hopefully it doesn't spread further west. Of course, well, there's a fair bit of ocean. Mediterranean, to be precise. Which I suppose isn't ocean, it's sea, but nonetheless, there's a bit of a puddle between us and Italy, so it should be fine. At least for a little bit, although we do a lot of trading, as we just stated. There we go, another conversion done. And Cape Town seems to be requiring even further. Action alignment. Oh, Pierre is now in charge. Oh dear. That's actually not great, because we have no leader in here, this army now. I mean, we could put Pierre in charge of that, I suppose. We are probably going to continue with the current leadership. Who is this? Castile wants to marry? Sure. We did actually lose a bit of legitimacy. That might be a problem in the long run. Also, how is our... We might want to increase our state reach. Just in case. We should be, since we got the bureaucratic ideas, we are getting a fair bit more extra per year. But I just want to get the state reach at least to be like 30% or something like that. Because, frankly, that should help quite a bit. I believe Fez is... It's actually relatively safe now. I mean, they still got the Britain is supporting, which is 50%. But, like, oh, right, it's the paid-off loans. Okay, so once that wears down, then there might be some problems with it. Enforced religion still hasn't wore off entirely. That's a bit of a concern. Right, hopefully we can get the siege done quickly. Well, the walls breach does help. Then we can get a general in here. I suppose we could even hire a general. Although, actually, how far... We just got the middle tech, so we are ahead of time. That's good. But once we get the admin tech, we're going to get the quality ideas, I think. At least that's the one that we've been saying that we'll be taking. Another conversion done. Excellent. Let's do some of our own provinces for a while. Okay, it's already September. It's almost time for... Oh. Oh dear. It's almost time for war. Do we have a general in here? In this army we do, and this is actually a pretty good one. You're doing the rebel suppression, but I don't think we need you to do that right now, do we? But first, before we do declare war, Mali, you got 12,000 men. If I was to declare war on you, you would get... Oh. That would be a bit of, Barmers, so that if... Mali doesn't have a lot of troops, but... Kwara does have a fair bit. So I'm not entirely sure if I'm really in a position to declare war on them right now. I mean, if I get Castile to help... Yeah, it's these guys. They got a massive... Okay, that's not part of their empire, but they got a pretty large kingdom here nonetheless. I think it might reach somewhere over here. But yeah, like doing the war, I'm not entirely sure if I can right now anyway. So please give me the siege now so I can get a general in there. There we go. Thank you kindly. I suppose we'll put Imperial there for the time being. Well, he's not go- Oh. As soon as you lock in, there we go. We'll meet you in the mountains. Alpine Tundra. I don't think these are quite the Alps you're looking for, but sure. And they get -3 in there, plus... Oh! Right, it's a bit of a narrow front there. Okay, there goes the truces. Can I actually invite Castile into this? No, not right now. Oh! Would be calling it multiple wars, so I can't do that. So I need to basically do my war over here first, which means that they'll be declaring their war in the meanwhile, I reckon. Ooh, Cannoneer! Artillery combat ability and siege ability goes up as well. Excellent, okay, yeah, excellent. Also, I think it's time to do some states down here, especially Arguin. Not going to be coring them quite yet, but at least getting the states over there. Then also, Lower Gambia, I think over here we've been mostly using this as a location for trade companies, so I don't think we necessarily need to have this. We can just put that there. I mean, it does mean a bit less manpower, but it's actually not that much manpower that we're getting from here anyway. The autonomy was pretty much full. So there's that. So that removes another one, and then... So... Oh, this one. Right, that's actually a question. Do we want to make South Africa into a proper state at some point?